everybody, and welcome to Trials and Trebuchets, Episode 3. I am your Dungeon Master, Luke, and with me is...
Hi, I'm Ben. I'm playing a level 2 gnome wizard called Winsler Wallaby, incredibly quirky with a sidekick companion who never fails him, Mr. Wiggles.
And I'm Kharla, and I will be playing Integrity Idleberry, a level 2 tiefling rogue, red-haired, and sort of mysterious.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm playing a level 2 half-elf bard named Mira Marchand. She loves club activities.
If you say your character's quirky and your character's mysterious enough times, does it just happen? Anyways,
if a tree falls in a forest.
Does it fall over?
Last time on Trials and Trebuchets, the students explored the sunken hatch, found the inscription which read, "Power from progress, progress from might, might from reverence, reverence from power." They then explored an adjoining room which contained a greased slope and metal ball trap, quickly circumventing it and discovering a mysterious letter from Digger. After confronting Teb and learning of his imposed secrecy, they decided to steal his orb and investigate the hatch on their own. And we find ourselves now walking down the ramp back towards the hatch. What does everyone want to do?
Hey, how long until he figures out that stone was fake?
Usually they tend to last an hour, or until they get hit.
Okay, let's hurry.
Okay.
Make haste!
So you guys rush back down to the bottom of the room. The hatch, this large 10-foot disc of stone with 4 spherical indents, is sitting in front of you.
I have the real stone, so I'm gonna try to put the stone in the indent. Absolutely.
Do you want to try any specific one?
Does one look more like it fits?
They're all identical.
Whichever then. I'll just put random.
Okay.
Whichever one's closest to me, really.
Absolutely. You run over to the closest one, put the stone in, and it doesn't react immediately. But when it does, a dull green light starts to emit from the orb itself and kind of fills the room. Not blinding you or anything, but just kind of making the light a bit green.
Whoa. So, like, if that stone fit in that groove, what do you think's up with the other grooves? I mean, obviously there's other stones.
Maybe we should go and look for the other stones.
Uh-huh.
So, we've still got the regal-looking statue, and then we've still got that weird inky black decapitated statue.
Yes. And there is still the collapsed tunnel to the east, which you ascertained was hollow on the other side, but the archway itself had collapsed.
What do you guys think we should do?
I mean, I guess there was like a challenge to get the letter, right? So they're probably based on the statues.
Mm-hmm.
But if we've got to go through all of them anyway, I say we just pick at random.
We could go on the warrior one.
Let's
You
do
did
it!
the warrior one.
Oh.
Let's not do
Pause.
it!
We did
You-
the
the
that
warrior
one.
I thought
one
we
was
did
the
the
one.
headless
The
one.
warrior one is supposed to be... Well, the warrior one's probably strength, right? Because I imagine what you were supposed to do if you didn't have a clever solution is push the rock up the slope and then...
Yeah.
What if
We
the one with the headless one is like we have to like get
You have to
beheaded?
decapitate yourself to get the stone.
Oh boy.
Harsh. So, which one would you like to explore? Which trial?
I'm kind of leaning towards
Oh.
the inky black one myself.
Cool,
Okay.
let's do
Personally.
it.
Absolutely. So to describe this statue once more, it's probably about... This one's a bit larger than the others, and it's made of this dark black stone compared to this brown stone the other statues are made of. It's this amorphous humanoid figure, its arm outstretched, holding a cube in its palm. Its head is not as if it was intended to be constructed without a head. It looks like someone has come back afterwards and knocked the head of the statue off.
Like the Sphinx and the nose.
Yes, like the Sphinx with its nose.
Cool.
The inside of the room is a perfect circle with a domed ceiling. There's a few steps leading down from the door into the room. In the very center of this circle is a square plinth. Upon it sits a crystal clear pyramid that looks like it could fit in the palm of your two hands. It might be a bit big for you, Winsler, but the other two, it's like the size of your two palms put together. And that's all that's in the room.
Well, if the statue had someone picking a thing up, and there's a thing up there, I mean, do we just pick it up, or is it gonna, like, kill us? Because I feel if anyone, if it was,
the stone plinth.
if you could just pick it up, anyone could do it.
But I was thinking, if the statue is holding a cube and it's weighted, maybe it has to do with the weight. We need to sort of exchange it for something of similar weight so that we don't get decapitated.
Ah, yes. Like the play, Alabama Bones. Indiana Jones,
What?
but fantasy.
Oh, Sarah.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Probably.
Should we try that out?
Okay.
What do you think, Winsler?
I'm running down to that plinth.
You run straight down
Winslow,
to the
no. You're my best friend.
Oh no!
Winsler, you run over to the plinth. It is probably about chest high for you. In front of you, you see this fairly large three-sided pyramid. It's made of this crystal clear crystal. What would you like to do?
Do I have something for this? I am going to cast a detect magic spell.
Ooh. Okay. So as you cast detect magic, you open your eyes and you see these flowing lines all around you converging on this single pyramid in the very center of the room, which lights up and is just emitting like an immense magical power. And then again, around the edge of the room, like the bottom edge where the floor connects to the wall, you see a slight crack where you can see magical energy being emitted.
There's a lot of magic in this room.
Like dangerous magic, or...
It's hard to say, but there's a lot of it, especially at this pyramid here.
Okay, I have a feeling if we just reach out and grab it, something bad's gonna happen. Or, what if they only want us to think that, so nobody grabs it?
I touch it.
You touch it?
I want to touch it.
How? How do you touch it?
I want to
With
put
what
my palm
hand do you
on
touch
one
it?
side and
Grasp
just
it
touch
firmly.
What hand?
My right hand.
Your right hand. So you touch your right hand and just put it on there?
Yep.
Nothing happens.
I think it's okay.
I also touch it.
Same thing, nothing happens. It's very cold.
Ooh.
Much colder than the air is.
Hey, they needed all three of us for the podium. Maybe they need all three of us for this?
Start feeling up pyramids.
I'm going to walk towards them reluctantly.
Okay.
And I'll be like, what are you guys doing? Why are you just holding this pyramid?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it'll, I don't know, maybe it'll do something.
Maybe it's voice activated.
Hello! Please open! Sesame!
We come in peace.
We would like to use whatever stone comes inside you for good purposes. Or at least, not bad purposes. Purposes of curiosity.
Neutral purposes.
We are just very neutral people who want to know more. Please.
The pyramid does not respond in any way, shape, or form.
I really thought that would work, you guys.
I think it's broken.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hold it too. Just
Okay,
like how
you're all standing there, newfound friends, standing in this kind of slightly warmer than average room, touching this slightly colder than average pyramid, not really saying anything. A few moments pass, nothing transpires. The bond between you grows closer.
Should we move it?
We could try, pick it up.
If no one has any other ideas.
I really think that we should try and replace it with something.
What do we have?
Just like in that movie. Or just like in that play
What's
that
a
we've
movie?
seen.
Yes! The non-copyrighted play about an archaeologist. That's a great idea.
Are there even archaeologists?
Why would there not be archaeologists?
Like,
If,
adventurers, travelers,
You're taking a class called Mundane History of the World. Why would there not be archaeologists?
but the word archaeologist exists.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Like the play about the archaeologist that's not copyrighted. Just looking at this thing, do we have any, do I have any idea, like, how heavy it would be?
Investigation, please.
Alrighty.
Hmm.
7.
7. Probably a couple grams. Probably 40 grams or so.
We don't want something too heavy. Does anyone have anything that looks like it weighs the same amount?
Gold coins?
That's very on brand. I think we should try it.
Yeah, I have nothing.
Yeah, I don't have anything either.
I have my, I start scrambling through, like, my pants, or my skirt, and my robe, and I'm like, I only have a dagger, a tinderbox, tools for stealing stuff, a rope.
You're a thief?
I use it for good, thank you.
Cool!
Yeah, that tracks. What about your tinderbox and your dagger? Do you think that would be heavy enough?
We could try. Good thing
You
I
could
have
make an
another
insight
dagger
check.
in my
Oh, true.
room.
You can make an insight check to see if you kind of think that it would be equivalent if you'd like.
Okay.
Or you could just wing it. Whatever you feel your character would do.
What will my character do? I think that she would incite it.
Okay.
I got 5.
Oh boy. That dagger, that little pyramid, perfect.
So do you think it'll work?
I think it could.
Let's do it.
So, who's going to move it and who's going to put it in?
It's your stuff, so one of us two should move it, and you put it in, like, really quickly.
Perfect. Good thing I'm stealthy.
I will move it.
Okay.
Okay. Give me sleight of hands, please, everyone involved.
Okay.
Not me. But I'm gonna stand back, and if, like, I don't know, arrows shoot at them or something, I'm gonna try to be prepared to...
Okay.
So that is an 18 for me.
Okay. Winsler?
I got a 7.
Okay. Winsler, you fumble with the crystal a little bit. It seems to be pushed down into the pedestal, which you didn't expect, so there's a bit of hesitation actually getting it out, but once you do, pop, you hear this kind of like popping noise. Integrity, you immediately just put the dagger down on there, and all is good in the world.
Pew.
Does anything happen?
Until a couple of seconds later.
Oh no!
Oh.
Don't say that!
When around the edge of the room where Winsler you saw, and might still currently be seeing, depending on how long it's been, little cracks of magic, there seem to be little insects scurrying out from underneath the floor, in en masse, covering the floor, approaching near you, pushing you free. There's a small island of stone that is not covered by insects now, probably about 3 feet in diameter around in radius around the central plinth, but beyond that, the floor and walls are now crawling with insects, and they are approaching you quickly.
Oh my god, there's bugs! Why did we think that was a good idea? Jeez! And I try to jump to the island that doesn't have bugs on it yet.
Absolutely, you can. Yeah, you just got pushed back onto it, so
Yeah,
no
I'm
problem
just gonna
at all.
like try to
just
sort of,
hopping
like,
over there.
What's the word?
Mhm.
Skedaddle away from the bugs.
Yes,
That's not the word,
absolutely,
but
no problem. I understand the image you're trying to portray, and I support it.
I'm going to jump around and sort of like swat like the flies and yell like
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my gosh, goodness gracious. Okay.
Oh no.
Constitution saving throw. That is a 14. 14.
A 14. Okay, you feel a couple bites on your arm as you swat at some flying bugs, but nothing seems to come from that right now. And it doesn't really hurt you that much. It's just kind of like a little sting here and there as you get pushed back up against this central pillar in the room. Winsler, what would you like to do? You are being surrounded by insects. They are crawling up your legs. What would you like to do? They're about waist high now.
In a panic, I'm going to cast Produce Flame.
Okay. They seem to scuttle off of you, and a small clearing forms around you. Just a bit wider than your feet.
I'm just like flailing this flame around and like, back you fiends!
So how are you holding the flame and the little pyramid?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Could I retroactively have the pyramid stuffed in my hat?
Absolutely, you can have it stuffed in your hat. It's now flopping around in the top of your hat as you kind of hold this little...
Like Ratatouille.
Like Ratatouille, but a pyramid. As you kind of push back these insect heathens with your fiery hands.
Just like Moses.
Exactly.
Sure. Exactly like Moses.
All these biblical allusions, I feel like I'm watching The Prince of Egypt, and I love it.
Except it's a short pyromaniac surrounded by bugs.
Just like The Prince of Egypt.
So what would you like to do, Winsler?
Attempt to cut a path out of this room?
Sure, just straight for the stairs?
Yep.
Absolutely. You cut a path. Your friends, I'll call them your friends now. You held a pyramid together in a room for silence for
Our
like 3
bond
minutes.
was formed over touching a shiny thing.
You rush out of the room, and they follow quickly behind you. The insects seem to pool completely around the plinth, covering it, but seem to form a hard edge at the stairs, not even touching them. And you guys are back in the main chamber with the hatch and the beam of light shooting down upon it. And there's still this green glowing light from the orb you left in there.
Can we still see into the other room?
Yes.
The fact that the bugs can't touch the stairs makes me wondering, is there some kind of perception or insight check I can do to see if those bugs are real or if there's some kind of illusion?
I would say you can roll an investigation check.
Absolutely. I'll do that. 16.
16. You kind of approach. At first you start to see flickerings here and there, and as you reach your hand out to touch one of the bugs, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
Not good. That's a 1 plus 2, so 3.
Okay, it bites you square on the back of the hand. You take 1 damage.
Ow!
As you ascertain they are 100% real.
Well, that didn't pay off the way I thought it would, and I'm rubbing my hand. 15 hit points.
Is the pyramid still kind of cold?
On top of your head, it's very cold.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
I'm gonna pull it out of my hat. And,
Absolutely. Where are you standing?
Right.
How close to the door versus the hatch?
I'm like
say.
near, just by the archway, not in the room where the...
Okay.
So it's a bit cold, and I still got Produce Flame in my hand. Does it seem to react to the flames at all?
The pyramid itself?
Yeah.
Are you holding it in the other hand?
Yeah.
It seems to, as you put the flames closer to it, it seems to, emit, or not emit, but it seems to start to, you see small specks of light start to form inside of it, but nothing significant.
In the statue, it's holding a cube, not a pyramid, right?
Correct.
I wonder if maybe it won't work until we find a cube. Like maybe there's another half of the pyramid or something we have to put together to make it work. Like it's a piece of like a puzzle or something. Because that's not a pyramid in the statue. That's a cube. Maybe in another room or hidden somewhere in the same room. I mean, I don't want to really be bitten by a bug again, but it seems like we have to do something to the pyramid to make it give us a stone, right?
Seems to react to magic.
What if we put it in the middle and refract the light, like prism? Because it's a crystal, right? Like a clear crystal?
It's a translucent crystal.
I say that
see.
in a more convincing manner, like I'm a smart person. Can I re-say that? Like,
You can re-say it, yeah.
Okay. Roleplay. Okay.
I see what you're putting down.
I'm leaving that part where you asked to role play. I'm leaving that in. You know that, okay? Okay.
So, what if we use this crystal and put it in the middle, and let's try to reflect light off of it?
Oh, maybe
Sure.
maybe the light needs to touch one of the walls or something?
maybe. And I look around if there's like any signs on the wall. Just like in that play that I watched of that anthropologist.
Oh.
Oh, there's an anthropology one too now. That's exciting.
Oh wait, archaeologist. Sorry.
Virginia Stones.
Archaeology is a subdiscipline, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Ben.
It's fine.
Okay. So you want to look around to see if there is any sort of pattern on the wall that needs light shined into it in order for some contraption to activate. Do I understand your request?
Yes, that is my request.
Make an investigation check.
Can I assist by also looking around?
Absolutely, you can roll investigation as well, and Winsler, you could additionally.
12.
That is a
Triple check.
13.
And 12 for you, Mira.
Mhm.
Winsler, are you gonna
13.
13? So
I
the
feel
three of
left
you
out.
scour the room and kind of start peering in, knowing the limits of where you can stand in this bug-infested room and where you can't. As far as that room goes, the walls and floor and ceiling are completely covered in insects. So anything beneath it you would not be able to ascertain. In this main chamber, there appear to be no markings of any specific kind.
You know, your idea kind of makes sense. Like, if there was supposed to be something on the wall, bugs would be a great way to hide it. Winsler, do you think you can make the fire bigger or something to scare the bugs away?
I think I have something that might be able to help. Is there any sort of like specific place in the room you wanted to try?
No idea. Why don't we just try a wall and see what we see?
Okay. So the far wall, I think.
Directly opposite from the stairs.
Yeah. We're gonna try that one. I'm going
Okay.
to. How far is it from the archway?
About 40 feet.
Okay. So I'm going to cast Create Bonfire.
Okay.
And place it over where that wall is.
So can you read to me what Create Bonfire does?
Using your action, you conjure a magic bonfire that fills a 5-foot cube. Any creature in the fire space must pass a dexterity save or take 1d8 fire damage. A creature must also make the save when it moves into the bonfire space or ends its turn there. The bonfire ignites flammable objects in its area that aren't being worn or carried.
Absolutely, that can happen. Oh my gosh, what a gift you've given me.
Oh no.
You cause this 5-foot bonfire to erupt on the far wall, or at the base of the far wall, I suppose. And you just hear cracking and popping as insects just
Oh no.
are immediately killed.
Oh.
And they
Gross.
just scuttle away, leaving that general area bare. And the three of you now, looking for something, see a small, probably 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch diamond on the far wall that seems to be discolored compared to the rest of the wall.
Aha! There's a thing!
I think that's what we have to shine light on then.
Give it a shot.
Sure. Does your fire make enough light for that?
There is the light that's shining down upon the hatch behind you.
Yeah, I don't think the bonfire is specifically not a very good light source. Why
We
don't
can
we go
try
with
that.
that? Why don't we go with that original plan? Why don't we try using the pyramid as like a prism?
No, I meant to shine light on the pyramid. Never mind.
You guys are saying the same thing.
Yeah.
You're just confused.
Yeah.
We can use the light coming down from
Shine
the
light
hatch.
on the pyramid.
On the pyramid to yeah,
shine
that's
on the diamond.
Yes.
what I was getting
Mhm.
at, but very poorly.
Everyone understands how prisms work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Let's start with that.
Yes.
Do we need an introduction to prisms?
Grade 7
No.
science class.
Okay, so you're gonna try to use the main column of light falling upon the hatch to spark that little diamond on the far wall?
Yeah.
Yes.
C.
Okay. You put the little prism on the top of the hatch, and it begins to almost bubble, is what it appears to do. And it does not emit any light, but it does begin to glow a bright blue.
The pyramid?
Compared to the pyramid itself, very brightly blue.
So I move it out of the light.
You just pick it up?
Yeah, just to like see if it permanently changed or if it goes back to being clear. And
over the course of a couple seconds, probably 10 or 12 seconds, it quickly fades and returns to a clear crystal.
That's odd.
So it looks like the light needs to shine on it for it to do that.
Yes. But I think it will only work if we have the rest around the hatch.
Yeah. Do you think maybe it needs to shine on multiple diamonds and that's not the only one? Like, if it hits the light at certain points, it'll work for us? Like that board game? Portals the Second?
Well, what's in the other room with the monarch statue next to it?
So you're just gonna put this one on pause for a second?
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it inside my room.
The one with the monarch statue, you look inside. It's a similar, smaller room than the insect room. In this one, you see a throne on the very far end of the room, which is identical to the one which the figure is sitting in the statue. And you see before it a counter with 2 crowns sitting on it, both of them identical to the one that the figure in the statue is wearing. One on the left and one on the right.
What if you're supposed to sit on the throne and put on a crown, but one of them kills you and one of them helps you?
That doesn't sound very fun.
No, not really, but we should hurry because we have less than an hour.
True.
If I walk up to the crowns and give them closer inspection, do they still seem completely identical?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Nat 20 plus
Nat
1.
20 plus 1.
So that's a 20.
The one on... I know how to do math.
I don't know,
I know it doesn't seem like
no,
it.
not for you, but it felt dumb for me to be like nat 20 plus 1.
You've gotten both nat 20s this entire time.
Well, to be fair, you each rolled
Crazy.
20s before.
But that wasn't like for anything. That was just me testing out my
Do
dice.
you doubt me? Should I shine my camera?
No, I believe
that
you.
That number
I believe you.
is a 2 and a 0.
Sure.
Where's the 1? You're lying.
It's on my character sheet.
Alright. So, looking very closely, you pull out your little jeweler's loop and adjust it. That's not true. That's a joke. It seems like the one on the right, the gem that's kind of embedded in the front of the crown is fake. And the one on the left, the gem is real.
Guys, I think the fake crown's the one on the right. The gem is, slightly kind of different. So I think if we're supposed to sit on the throne and put one on our heads, I think we should do the real one.
Who's gonna sit on the throne?
Too.
Well, you did the pyramid, and you moved the stuff, so maybe I should do it.
So you just want to sit on the throne?
Yeah, sure.
Are you going to put one of the crowns on
Yeah,
first?
the real one. Or the one that looks real to me, anyway.
The left one?
The left one, yes.
Okay. You guys see Mira sit down on this very ornate throne, crown upon her head, and she sits there for a few seconds, and it slowly fades to a dark shadow on her forehead and disappears.
The crown
Mira,
disappears.
you feel excruciating pain in your left arm, and when you look at it, you see a dark, gray spiral across your forearm, almost like a tattoo is what it looks like, and then it just stops, and the pain stops.
Can I still feel the crown on my head? Like it hasn't... No?
No.
Is the tattoo still there?
Yes.
The spiral symbol, is that a symbol that I recognize from here or from anywhere else?
It seems to just be a normal pattern. Doesn't seem to be denoting anything.
Cool, free ink.
I walk up to my friends and I show them the pattern. I'm like, oh my gosh, that hurt. That really hurt.
Yeah. It feels like what you imagine getting your arm cut off would feel like.
Jesus Christ.
Like, really, really hurt.
Are you gonna be okay?
I mean, it doesn't hurt anymore, but like, I don't know what this symbol means.
Do I recognize the symbol? Is it something that I've seen before in books, like alchemy books or anything?
I'll let you roll. You
Roll
can
for
roll.
what?
Add your intelligence and your proficiency bonus.
Intelligence and proficiency bonus?
Yes.
What's proficiency bonus?
It should be plus
plus
2
2,
for you.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
It'll go up when we level up.
So that is 9.
You do not recognize this. It seems to be just a normal geometric spiral.
I poke it.
Ow!
It stings more than it probably should, but it dissipates very quickly.
Ow! Why would you do that?
Sorry, I was experimenting.
I told you my arm hurt, man.
It felt almost like when you have a sunburn, like a bad sunburn, and someone like touches it, but just for a fraction of a second.
What if I touch it myself? Does anything happen? Does it still sting?
Same exact sensation.
Oh
yes.
my gosh! Why do I keep doing this?
I'm gonna go back to the statue and sort of like look at it. Do I recognize the beautiful lady? And like if she has like anything, like any marks on her arm or something.
Give me a history check.
History check. That is a 16.
You've lived amongst humans your entire life, and this lady, upon close inspection, doesn't even look to be quite human. Let alone someone you would recognize from a historical book. You also do not see any symbols of this or of the similar content to what your friend has upon her arm.
Is there anything else in the room or any designs on the throne or anything else that seems suspicious?
Make an investigation check.
Hey.
Can I also do that?
Absolutely, Winsler.
8.
Me too.
Absolutely, integrity. 8.
Investigation, right?
Yes.
13.
13.
11.
And 11. Looking around the room, there doesn't seem to be anything relating to this spiral. On the chair, or on the throne, on the crowns, on the counters, on the floor, on the walls, nothing. All that is in this room is a small stone counter with one crown sitting upon it and an ornate throne.
Maybe we should try the fake crown?
I wonder, should the same person put on both crowns, or should someone else do the other crown and experience the terrible pain that I don't want to experience twice?
Not it.
If we need it to be someone else, I will do it.
I mean, you can try it.
And I walk slowly towards the throne.
Mm-hmm.
And I sit down.
Without the crown?
Well, can someone put it on me?
So you're gonna sit and wait for someone to put it on your head?
That's a very royal thing to do. She's just getting into
do
character.
You forgot your
Power
crown.
for progress, okay? We need to progress.
So you're gonna sit down?
Yes.
Okay. You sit there and wait for your... Which one of you guys is gonna put the crown on?
Can someone please put the crown on
Winsler,
my head?
you grab the crown, and as you're walking towards your friend, you see 2 large spikes shoot out of the arms of the chair. I need you, Integrity, to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Okay. So that is a 14.
14. You pull your hands out of the way just in time. Looking closely, and you have a very... So it's probably like these 3-inch long metal spikes that just shot straight up through the armrests. It looks like they came up exactly where the small mark on Mira's arm is, or where it would have rested on the chair itself. Do you still want to put the crown on?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Winsler, you walk over and place the crown upon Integrity's head, and you hear a small click come from the counter.
They're busy doing heads, so I'll look at the counter.
Okay, you see
That's
a
not what I meant. They're putting the... I'm gonna look at the counter.
Okay, you see a small hatch similar to the one from the warrior's room, and you open the lid, and inside you see a small, very messily written note that says, "Power is an illusion," and then rhyme.
It says the word rhyme?
R-I-M-E.
Oh.
Like a name.
I thought, like a rhyme?
No.
Power isn't... It's...
And it looks to be the same size little cavity as what that was in the plinth in the warrior's room, and again, it's just filled with a piece of paper.
I go over to my friends and I'm like, well, I didn't find a stone, but I did find this note. Power is an illusion. I don't know if that's a hint after the fact, or we can use it, or they were just being a jerk.
I'm gonna hurriedly get up from my throne, please.
Absolutely. It's your throne, is it?
Well, she has someone putting a crown on her head while
I
she
guess she
irreverently
was
sits. It's her
crowned.
freaking throne.
Yeah.
Make way for the queen.
Yeah.
Integrity kind of sounds like a pope name. Make way for the pope.
And then I'm going to look at the note. Is there like anything else on the note, like sort of a symbol, just words?
Just power is an illusion, and it's signed R-I-M-E.
R-I-M. And at this time, would Teb be like? How long has it been?
It's probably been about 40 minutes.
Okay, 40 minutes.
I want to try pushing on the throne.
Give me an athletics check.
That's a 5.
It's a stone throne. It's not going anywhere.
I'm gonna help him because last time that he tried to push on something and thought it was not going anywhere, he was wrong. I mean, it is probably a stone throne.
I was wrong.
I have faith in my friends.
Make an athletics check with advantage due to the help of your gnome friend.
I'm not kidding. That is a
natural 20.
I mean, I'll roll again, but yeah, that was a 13.
No, it's fine. No. With a natural 20, you snap part of the ornate handle off, and it kind of falls on the floor and shatters. The actual throne itself does not move, though, but you have broken a part of it off.
Cool.
And it's purely made of stone, yes?
Yes.
Anarchy!
Can I look around, like, any design on the throne that could say anything?
You've
or is it
already
just plain?
looked around the throne. It is plain.
What if we all sit on it together?
Oh my god.
That's the solution to every one of these puzzles. You all just need to touch it at the same
Okay.
time.
Friend bonding.
We have to think about this. So power from progress from might from reference?
Yeah.
Reverence.
Reverence.
So we already did
Reverence.
might, so I guess this is power.
Power.
But it's an illusion.
What could the fly one be? It's either reverence or
Progress.
progress.
Well.
Reverence could be a rogue, or I don't know.
Well, maybe it's some kind of like an ancient artifact, so maybe that has something to do with reverence?
We put the pyramid from the one room on the throne.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, about the note, last time when we found the stone in the envelope and the note, that was a sending
Mhm.
stone, right? I don't think that was the same as this. So maybe there aren't
Correct.
stones for the puzzles, maybe there are hints to find them somewhere else, or maybe this rhyme person already found it and took it somewhere, and this is them trying to warn us or something.
Sort of like Sirius Black's brother.
Who? Ah, the play! Perry Hodder! That's not copyrighted.
Oh my god.
Okay, maybe, you know what? I really think that we should start, moving upstairs. Because they might be looking for us. At what point is this? Like, what time is it of the day? How long
Now,
have
hold
what
on.
time of
I'm
the day?
invested in that insect room. Don't think we're just gonna leave without us figuring that out.
So you guys left. It was like 7:30 Sunday morning. Your only off day, and that's when you guys were sitting out front. It's probably been about 3 hours.
Okay, not so bad.
Yeah. I will say, individual assessments have most definitely ended by this point.
Well, we're already getting in trouble.
Well, shit.
Mhm.
Might as well get into more trouble while we're at it.
While we're looking around, we probably need to talk about how we're going to explain ourselves.
Probably. We could tell
okay.
the truth. Nope. What's our
Nope.
lie? What's our cover
Telling
story?
the truth is the good thing, though.
Yeah, but there's a reason this wasn't on the maps, right? Imagine how much trouble we'd get in. You're in my book club. I know you care about doing well. You would get in so much trouble if they knew we were here. We all would.
I'm gonna start breaking down in tears. You're right. We're gonna be
No,
flogged.
it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about
I'm
it. We're
gonna
not
let
gonna get
down
in
my
trouble.
parents
no,
on
you're
the
not.
first
You're not gonna let
day.
anyone down. It's gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. We'll come up with something. For now, let's come up with a solution to the puzzle.
Just tears.
No. And I try to console him by patting him on the head, but it probably just comes off as a little condescending because he's so short.
My hat just
Mhm.
flops over my eyes.
So many tears.
I'm gonna walk back towards the fly room.
All right, you walk back
Wait,
over
are
and you
the
see that
bugs
everyone.
flies? I thought they were crawly bugs.
It was like crawly flying bugs.
They're like
yeah.
flying
Ugh.
ants.
The worst of both
It's like,
worlds.
I'm going
It's like a mix.
I'm going to try something in hopes that it will work. So I have thaumaturgy,
Ooh.
and I would like to use and I am going to make a sound that's like very loud in hopes that the waves will sort of blow them away.
Scare them.
Scare them away.
What kind of sound?
A bigger bug.
Like a mama
There's always
bug.
a bigger bug.
There is no bigger bug? Just
I
like
said there's
something,
always a bigger bug.
just
It's,
like,
it's a prequels reference, Carla. Get with it.
Oh, sorry. Okay, just like a loud boom. Like, you know when there's
Oh.
like bass and it's sort of like there's a lot of air coming
It
out?
shakes. Yeah.
Yes, I want that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you would like to make a large bass noise?
Yes. Like so loud that it's going to blow everything that's on its way away.
Okay.
Are you gonna warn us first, or are we just gonna have to have our eardrums destroyed?
I will look back at you guys and be like, cover your ears.
I do the thing.
And then immediately this loud bang
No,
sound
wrong.
rings out.
It's
Oh, sorry.
boom. Like that.
You definitely just clipped.
I know I did.
That's why I went bang.
Okay. Boom.
Okay. A nice bassy boom rings out, and a few of the insects, I presume you got close to the end of the stairs before doing this. You didn't just do this in like the main chamber, right?
Of course, yes.
Okay. There's a path that clears to the plinth itself, and it is quickly being repopulated by crawling insects.
So once that clearing happens, but like the inside of the room is clear, right? It's just being...
No.
Oh,
It clears like a path to the plinth in the middle of the room,
yeah.
but nothing else.
And we didn't check the plinth, did we? It's just nothing.
You just kind of grabbed the thing
Oh.
and ran out.
Onward to the plinth.
When I look at these bugs, are they familiar bugs? Like, do I know anything about them?
Ooh. Roll a nature check.
Okay. 15.
They look familiar, but I a bit larger, a bit more brightly colored. But they look like typical bugs you would find around your house in the forest, yeah.
Are they, I mean, obviously they're sound sensitive. Are they music sensitive?
Oh boy.
Are they music lovers?
Will they be calmed down? Like, will they calm down and fall asleep like in Plary Hotter?
Like in Plary Hotter. What's his name? Pluffy.
Yeah, Pluffy.
Pluffy from
The
Plary
multi-headed
Hotter.
canine.
Yeah. You can absolutely try to lullaby these bugs.
I'm gonna try to lullaby the bugs.
You need to roll me an animal handling check.
Oh, not
shit.
performance?
No, not performance.
Fine.
If you were performing for the bugs and not trying to manipulate them to do your will.
Well, those things are not mutually
Okay,
exclusive.
how about this? Roll me a performance, and if it's good, I'll give you advantage on your animal handling.
Fine.
Not
the
that
performance is a
bugs
15 plus
care.
5. That's a 20.
Okay, so it's unnatural. It's 20.
An
So
unnatural
you
20.
unnatural a
It sounds the same.
artificial 20.
That's good.
You may now roll for your animal handling with advantage.
Okay. 9 and 19.
You've bought yourself probably a minute where they're just very calm and simmered down. Do with that what you will.
Okay, I'm playing on my lyre and I'm like, "Okay, guys, go, go, go." And I'm strumming some pretty little notes.
Sprint in the room to the plinth.
Okay, you crunch on a lot of bugs, but they don't seem to care. They're really enjoying this
Crunch,
music.
crunch.
And
Love the crunch.
I'm gonna go with
Now what?
I'm gonna go with
Winsler.
Winsler and quickly look around the plinth itself.
Walls. Oh, the actual
Or-
plinth. Okay, you
or
roll
like-
investigation. Just trying to scan the room.
Yes,
as
like quickly because we
well as
never really
possible
got
in
to
a
look
minute.
around it, did
Mhm.
we?
Yeah. Winsler, what did you want to do?
She's gonna inspect the plinth. I'm gonna see if I can make my way over to that weird diamond
Diamond?
thing in the wall and like
Sure.
inspect it.
Okay.
And what do I add to it?
Investigation, please, from both of you.
Ooh. That is going to be a wait, what? That will be a 12.
Okay.
I got 22.
22. You see that so this is a triangular pyramid, right? Meaning that has 3 sides. You intuit that the first side would point at this wall with this little diamond fixture on the wall, and you touch it and it's kind of like protruding a little bit and it's not quite clear. It's a bit darker compared to the wall, and you very quickly do the mental math, the trigonometry of if the pyramid was emitting light, which it did in the room, then it would shine on this wall and the 2 other walls, or on 2 other places on the wall.
Called it. Multiple crystals. Unless that's not the case, and then I just look like an idiot. But
Okay.
carry on.
So what would you like to do? It's been about 30 seconds at this point.
In my panic, and still there's a little bit of like wetness on my cheeks from my tears before, I'm just going to screech, "We need lights!"
I need you to make a animal handling check, please, Mira.
Okay.
And then I kill us.
I promise you, I'm not making these up.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no.
making.
No,
It is.
Yeah, sure.
That is a 20.
You're not. You didn't.
That is
You
my
just showed.
third.
You just showed me a D4, so
No,
whatever.
here.
But
look.
anyways,
It's
no,
like-
it's fine. I believe
That
it.
is legitimately,
yeah.
legitimately my third natural 20 of this session.
No, it's
I
fine.
promise I'm not making these up.
Yeah, sure. I believe your
That's a
trash
21.
dice don't roll. Okay. The bugs react not whatsoever to a young gnome screaming at the top of his lungs. What would you like to do, Winsler?
Who was still holding the pyramid this entire time?
I am.
Integrity.
It's in
Okay.
my robe.
I'm going to quickly inform you to put that back on the plinth the way we found it.
Okay, so good thing I'm right there. Using my stealthiness, I'm going to exchange the dagger, and
Oh yeah, we left the dagger
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out the dagger and I'm gonna put the pyramid back.
Okay, you pick up the dagger and there's a bunch of docile bugs on it. You kind of brush them off and then brush them off the plinth in general and then slot the pyramid back into its little position. And you hear a click as it pushes straight back in.
And can I
It's been 45 seconds.
Can I light fire using my tinderbox?
Like light a match?
Survivor style.
You strike a match.
Like, just to, like, see which way the light goes, you know?
You strike a match and see small bubbles forming inside the crystal, but they don't get very large.
Oh, but listen. I have thaumaturgy again, which can...
Stay a while and listen.
Which can... cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color for 1 minute, so I can brighten it.
Oh, how much are you gonna brighten it?
A lot. Like, so close to the brightness that the light that runs down emits,
Absolutely.
please.
So you snap your fingers and your small match begins to burn brighter and brighter and brighter, and as it does, the bubbles inside of the crystal start to grow and grow and grow, almost like it's boiling on the inside. And then it begins to emit this very bright blue light, shining specifically on 3 sections of the wall. Now, 2 of those sections are still covered in bugs, and you are out of time as they start to writhe around once more.
I cast my lyre aside, and I'm like, oh, screw it, and I'm just gonna run right in, and I'm gonna try to sweep the bugs, like, away from that one part of the wall.
Okay, so the leftmost section has been cleared by Mira. The rest of you?
Winsler, come on,
Produce flame,
hurry,
produce flame, produce
hurry.
flame.
You produce flame very easily.
Gonna run over to the other wall with it.
Okay, you start waving it underneath where this dirty brown diamond is, and have cleared the wall in the section opposite of the stairs. It begins to glow with a dull blue light as the light shines into it. Integrity.
And there's one side that is covered still, right?
The right side, yes.
So I'm going to take out... Can I use my, how many matches do I have in my tinderbox?
I would say you have 10.
And how many times...
You've used 1.
Okay, I'm going to light a match again.
Okay.
And then I am going to make it, like, really big again. Wait.
With thaumaturgy.
Yes. Can I use it? I think I can use it 3...
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
like...
You can use it a certain amount of times a day, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're a tiefling.
See, it says, you can have up to 3 if it's 1 minute effects active at a time.
Oh, okay. So you can use it as much as you want, but you can only use 3 of the effects at once.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to cause the flame to, like, be bigger, and also with it have a large boom sound.
Okay, your match makes a large boom, and it starts to shine this bright light, and the insects scurry away. The blue light shines directly onto the little diamond, and the bugs seem to melt away into the walls. And the room is clear. You all turn to look at the pyramid in the center of the room, and it itself begins to dissolve in white light. And sitting there, no longer emitting light, is a dull blue orb, roughly 4 inches in diameter.
Guys, we did it! That was so scary, oh my gosh.
I faint.
I honestly thought those bugs were going to eat us.
And that's where we're going to end our episode.
I honestly thought those bugs were going to eat us.
Sarah, can you do the outro, please?
No. Okay, what was it again?
If you enjoyed this episode of Trials and Trebuchets, please leave a review on iTunes and follow us at Trials and Trebs on Instagram and Twitter.
Ha, I just tricked you into doing it.
Oh my gosh. All right, everyone. See you next time. Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.